Uncompromising. Any day I fall foul of what I say, if you people leave me to survive, then I know you are all fools. I deserve to die. Any day I tell you something and I do the opposite, I deserve death. I'm telling you now, if you allow me to leave, that means you're all very stupid. Or because we are looking at the characteristics of saboteurs before they come. They always want to please everybody.
M.N.K amụma ga-emezu odo anyị. Chukwu okike nchekwa gị na ezinụlọ gị ya. Ndị nwe obodo abatago, everybody give way. We don't want election before you say we jump in. We want referendum. Na M.N.K, nothing more, nothing less. Anyị na-anọ. Nkanye bụ nkanye, abi they want to cage us. After kidnapping, still they want to come they rape us. Onye ka ị ga-akọta no because we want a savior. Maazị Simon Ibalo, Chai Nene o. Ụwa bịa n'ụlọ ekelu. Since 1967, they are killing us. Maazị Simon Ibalo, I be on the autopilot. Comedy, they are acting. Suddenly we are dying. Anye kanonora, kanye kunye nonora, kakera nyabu, no. Makani when him no be as they see me so. Which kind of election you are telling me so? Or you are painting me kai kuchalo, happy you never know. Yeah, for my people we are going home. Since 1967, they are killing us. Maazị Simon, I be on the autopilot. Akabajaka jinu, ahamadike. Onwukugwonde jinu, ahamadike. Mandi nọ na prison maka Ifeanyi Ejiofor. Anyị na-atọpụ ha niile n'aka ndị iro. Ngwa n'ọrụ na n'omume ka obodo dere jijiji. I'm not sure you know them where and they won't go their way. Maazị Simon Ibalo, yeah, Umada worldwide, M.N.K, Ututu n'anyasị. Madam Azuka, I see you. Every day and night you be see you. Onye ndu Chineke chekwa gị. Maazị Nnamdi Kanu. Uwekwele. Ụmụọma M.N.K no.
Let me state also categorically that IPOB worldwide is committed to the liberation of the land of Biafra from the shackles of tyranny. And we will not relent until a referendum is conducted. If you want us to do anything with you, if you want us to conduct any form of participation in whatever it is that you're doing, there must be a referendum to decide the quest for self-determination for Biafrans. That is our red line. It is not negotiable.
Barrister, can we afford to take chances?
No, that's what I'm saying. I say it's working.
We can't afford it. Because that was how we lost the war. Ojukwu trusted Awolowo and released the idiot from the imbecile from Calabar prison. What did he do? When we captured Murtala Mohammed at Abagana, he said we should leave him to go. The idiot left. We should have killed him. Awolowo should have been held down as a bargaining chip. Why did he trust Banjo to lead the assault, the march to Lagos. A Yoruba man, because we are trusting people. These were the mistakes we made. Regardless of who you are, if you're my father, my mother, my sibling, I don't care who you are. How many years of friendship is immaterial? Biafra is more important. If you err, you will be out. Completely out. There's no coming back. The only thing you will do out of jealousy and anger is to join the enemy, and I will welcome it. And we shall meet. And when the time comes, you will fall, as our enemies will fall.
Igbo presidency is like the second Niger bridge. It will never be completed. Or maybe like Ogoni cleanup. They flagged it off the first time, second time, third time.
We hereby declare no election, no 2023 general election in Biafra land. This no election in Biafra land has been activated. We are going to make it a task that must be done by every Biafran. All measures will be put in place to make sure the adequate civil disobedience is implemented to stop the election in Biafra land.
Come back to Ezu River once again to ask the whole world to please help us prevail upon Jonathan to compel them to release the results of the autopsy. We want to see the Senate result, and that will also form part of our tweet tomorrow. Peter Obi is a murderer. Peter Obi killed these people. He killed them in cold blood. Peter Obi is the only governor to have ordered the mass execution of his own people, and also ordered for their bodies to be buried in a mass grave. We can never ever forget these people. Ezu River must be revived. We need the whole autopsy, not part of it. And Peter Obi must be held to account. Peter Obi, in case you know him, is a mass murderer, he's a killer. Ezu River is testimony. Come back to Ezu River once again to ask the whole world to please help us prevail upon Jonathan to compel them to release the results of the autopsy. We want to see the Senate result, and that will also form part of our tweets tomorrow. Peter Obi is a murderer. Peter Obi killed these people. He killed them in cold blood. Peter Obi is the only governor to have ordered the mass execution of his own people, and also ordered for their bodies to be buried in a mass grave. We can never ever forget these people. Ezu River must be revived. We need the whole autopsy, not part of it. And Peter Obi must be held to account. Peter Obi, in case you know him, is a mass murderer, he's a killer. Ezu River is...
And when you are willing and not afraid anymore to pay the price for freedom, don't let this white man tell you that violence is wrong. Every damn thing that he got it by being violent, killing people, raping and robbing and murdering. He's doing it as we speak. And then he has the nerve to come and tell us that violence and hatred won't get it. Don't buy that. He's worthy to be hated. Worthy because of the evil that he does. God hates. I don't know why man think you're better than God when God in the Bible said he loved Jacob but he hated Esau. In the Bible he said no man can serve two masters. He'll love one and hate the other. They have made us little sheep that they can walk over and run over. But when we decide it's over, and we should make that decision, it's over. We're not taking it anymore, and we cannot pass on to another generation the legacy of our cowardice when we know the problem and won't move to erase the problem. That's our fault. We gotta change. See, one of the things that our ancient people knew, yours and mine, when it got to the point where they would be extinguished, they had to fight. Even if they lost, they had to fight. So the great warrior spirit came up out of us. Same with the blacks, same in Haiti, same in Central and South America, the Maroons. All of those came to a position where they had to fight. In that church when 9 of our brothers and sisters were shot down by a skunk? How in the hell are we justified in offering him love and he offers us death?
Somebody asked me the other day.
Excuse me for my passion.
That's
brother.
okay. They asked me, can you forgive him? And I looked at him, I said, no, I cannot forgive him because he knew what he was doing. He was cold and calculated, and he was just fostering the same hate.
Who asked you that question, brother? Did he look like us?
Yeah,
Yeah, he's one of them.
yeah, I know.
How in the hell? I mean, it's an insult
It
to
is
me
an insult.
that you're going to ask me, can you forgive? How long have white people been doing this kind of evil to the darker people in the earth?
So how long
Since
do we have to
they've been
continue?
here. And when we make up our mind, we're not taking it no more. Because it's better to be dead than to live under tyranny all the days of your life. This is why America separated from England. The tyranny of King George was too much for them to bear. So what did they do? They decided death is better. So it was Patrick Henry that said, give me liberty or give me death. And until we come up with that kind of mind, I'd rather be dead than to live continuously under this kind of tyranny. And when you think like that, you'll do what is necessary to move the tyrant off of you. With the help of God, we will win if we fight.
Today's version is, what is your solution? What is the solution? All these kids, all these jokers, they don't know that me, I'm a student of Frantz Fanon, of Amos Wilson, of Malcolm X. I'm not a student of Mandela or Martin Luther King. I'm not a disciple of those guys. I'm a disciple of Fela. What did Frantz Fanon say? Frantz Fanon said, the day you decide to become the enemy of your oppressor is the day you stop being his victim. What did I say? The day you decide to become the enemy of your oppressor is the day you stop being his victim. What does that tell us? That tells us that the solution to oppression is your individual will to be free. The only solution to oppression is your will to be free. Your own will. And nobody, even Shehu, cannot give you that will. You have to be the one to decide it, regardless of anything that you might be benefiting from an oppressive situation.
IPOB, one family. Biafrans all over the world. If we want safety and security for our people, then let's continue to support Eastern Security Network. All donations are welcome. No contribution is too small or too large. Do your part, knowing that freedom is in our hands and together we must all rise to the occasion. Go to our website to make your contribution, www.ipobinUSA.org/donate. And remember that freedom is not free, but together we restore it, farm by farm, forest by forest, house by house, and street by street.
Chukwokika must be with us. Therefore, without any further hesitation, we must proceed to offer every prayer to Chukwu Okike Abiyama who resided in heaven. Therefore, as we always commence, not from today, but from of old, our Father who art in heaven, nanyị nke bi n'eluigwe, ka aha gị dị nsọ, that your name may be hallowed by men, that we may bow at the mention of it, that we may offer every glory unto thee, that we may offer you every adoration and adulation, because there is none like thee. You fight our battles for us. Every blessed day you demonstrate through your kindness and your everlasting mercy
that you are our Lord, our God, and our Creator. This evening we offer these your children unto thee. All over this very planet that you created, they are listening across the entire 24 time zones on this very planet where they inhabit. They are listening to your gospel this very evening, this gospel of redemption, a gospel of hope, a gospel of restoration, a gospel of renewal, this very gospel of freedom, this very gospel of emancipation as only you ordained. That this very gospel must be preached, that mankind may be set free from the eternal damnation of the creation of the British. My goodness me, I want to remain in the spirit because we must worship heaven. We answer your name, O Lord of hosts. Everything about us is designed to offer glory unto thee. We have atoned for our sins last year. This very year we have not only atoned for our sins, we have spilled, we have shed blood, they have shed our blood. We have let our sacrifice be made unto thee. Even on the 30th of August, as we are being felled by the bullets of the enemy, by the workers of iniquity and of darkness, we remain very strong today to beckon upon thee, to ask you for your mercy and for your grace, to ensure that your kingdom is restored upon the face of the earth, that you can bring your healing hand to bear upon the life of those of them that you created for one singular purpose, and that purpose alone, which is to worship you in truth and in every honesty. Is there any way that we have erred? Is there any way that our ancestors may have sinned? We confess before a congregation of the whole of humanity to ask you, O Lord of hosts, to have mercy upon us. You must have mercy upon us. We have suffered enough. We have been subjugated enough. We have been tortured enough. We have been imprisoned enough. We did not do these people anything. Our only crime is to answer your name. Our only crime is to be born your children. Our only crime is to excel at everything that we place our hands into. Our only crime is to exhibit your glory and your blessing, which manifestedly is upon our lives every blessed day. That is why they want to kill us. That is why the British want to join those of them who don't know you to destroy your creation and your inheritance. You will not allow shame to befall your name. You will not allow the enemies to triumph over the lives of your children, because you created us to exist, to worship, to honor, and to praise you. That is exactly what we are going to do when this Biafra comes. It will come in truth and in every honesty, because we remain every blessed day whiter than white and whiter than snow. Is there any way that we have sinned that you cannot forgive us our trespasses, to enable us to fulfill your own word, which was spoken thousands of years ago, that instead of what you promised not to come to pass, that heaven and earth will cease to exist? You opened your mouth to bless mankind to the coming of Yahweh Yeshua, who came here and said, let your kingdom come on earth as it is in heaven. Those words can never be in vain, because they are anchored upon your holiness and your magnificence. That is why in the end we know that Biafra will come, that these children that we have given birth to all over the world, and their children, and their children, and their children, as long as they give birth to them and they are Biafrans, they will worship you in truth and honesty. Through this very work we are doing, mankind will come to understand you. Let your miracle be wrought in our lives. Let us witness and behold your magnificence, your holiness, your mystery, and your grace under our command. O Lord of hosts, we call upon you. We call upon you to heal. We call upon you to provide succor to those of them who are inconsolable.
We ask you to come and strengthen those who are weak. We ask you to restore hope where there is hopelessness. We ask you for inclusion where there is destitution. We ask you for one brotherhood, one camaraderie, one bone, one blood, and one flesh of your children. The Efiks and the Bibios, the Izon, the Shekiri, the Isobos, and also those of them from Isoko. We are traveling all the way to the lands of Igala. We are moving on from there to Idoma, to Igede, to the territories of the Igbo land. All these places we dedicate unto thee. All these lands of yours, we ask you to cover it with your mercy, because Biafra will come, and when it does, we will dance on the streets. I'm telling you, by the time that we are done, humanity will think that we are mad, we are drunk in your glory, and rightfully so, because your kingdom will come to rest upon this very earth. That very kingdom is the unadulterated, non-negotiable sovereignty of the Republic of Biafra, that your will may be fulfilled in our time. All this we pray, all this we ask for, in no other name apart from that name that belongs to you. He said,
Yes, my wonderful people of Biafra. I bring greetings anywhere you are watching me from. Thank you for joining me this day. Thank you for joining me this morning. I just want to do this quick one before I will prepare for what I will do. And maybe I will try and replay Simon Ekpa yesterday's broadcast later in the day. So now I know many people will not be able to join this morning. I want us to just take a look at what happened yesterday and why it happened, because Barista Ejiofor were able to come up and explain to us. Let us listen to Barista Ejiofor. By the way, you are welcome to the program. This is Biafra Voice 247. Now here we do the justice to injustice. That is it. So I welcome you all that is online, M.N.K, all of you, Mary, Jideka, every one of you that is online now watching me, I thank you. And the only one favor I beg of you is just to do me one favor. Hit the like button for me. Now you go do for me now. Thank you. And remember, our leader is still there. Sorry, excuse me. Our leader, he's still there for DSS dungeon. They never leave him. Despite the grammar, despite the English, despite the analyzation of anything those useless people will do, our leader still there. So we need to double every effort. We need to double every effort in order to see that our leader comes out. Our leader did not tell you not to do anything to bring him out. He said he needs peace in Biafra land. You will ask yourself, waiting cause no peace. Waiting they take away peace from Biafra land. Now you, if not you, then you know saying they talk to you. But if no be you, why are you thinking he is talking to you? I want you to ask yourself sincerely, sitting at home, is it adding to violence? If you sit at home, if we say sit at home today, everybody will go and sit at home. How does that contribute or attribute to violence, killings in Biafra land? I want you to ask yourself, we that are the autopilot, how many times have we named people and they are killed? How many times have we even named anybody at all? How many times have we sacked any people and they are killed? Or how many times have you seen any of us come to our platform and announce, hey, we announced these criminals yesterday and they are killed today by the Nigerian operatives. Ask yourself again, how many times have you heard any politician explaining to the public, to the world rather, that he is working with anybody from IPOB autopilot? You can never hear such a thing. And I want you to ask yourself, all these politicians, that these people that are criminals we have sacked from this struggle, all of them, how many times have you heard they come to Radio Biafra and announce, we have been able to capture all these Fulani terrorists that has been terrorizing our land, and they will rejoice? Have you heard such a thing from them? This will show you the kind of people you are dealing with. They are ready to sell you at any given time. They are ready to collect money and move on. It's no longer about the restoration of Biafra. It's now about their pocket. Simply because what they have been working for, they don't get anymore. Their borders and their tracks has been shut. Where they steal from, where they are paid from, all of them. You see how wicked these people are? They steal, they are paid. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu don't suffer. That man, Nnamdi Kanu, he don't suffer so many things. Can you imagine you are paying somebody $2,000 up front, upward, some 3, some 4, and after paying them, they are still stealing. They are busy making sure they establish the other one coordinator there, this one coordinator there, this one, they want to control their asses. They want to be in control, building cabals. You see how they are trying to frustrate this man to die? But one thing they have refused to understand is that the God that has kept him alive till now will keep him until he bring him out. So let us keep our hopes alive. Like I always tell you, keep your hope alive no matter what happens. Oyendu is not referring to you that is doing every good thing, being fanatically stubborn, being resolute, being sincere, being truthful. He is never referring to you. This one thing I want you to understand. I want you to understand that while Oyendu was here, what was he doing? This is what you should ask yourself. What did they do? What did Oyendu they do now? Is it the kind of thing we are doing? Or is it the kind of thing the people of we don't reject, we don't sack? The ghost workers, is it the kind of thing they are doing in Radio Biafra? Announcing the names of people to be killed? Have Oyendu ever done that before? Even if Oyendu knew the people that killed the consul and he still swallowed it, did he went to Radio Biafra to announce those names? Not to talk of killing them. But these people kept announcing the names of people and they are being killed. And our men on ground are begging. If somebody that announce on a name, they kill them, make una full announcing name now. Make una follow announce a family name, make they follow kill am. They kill una family. Make una do something. And everybody, I advise everybody, try and get ihe chere onwe gị. Nwetagode ekwenche. Get something to protect yourself. It's no longer time of acquiring cars and acquiring buildings and those buildings you are going to build in Abuja, you are not sure you are going to live in those buildings. Get something to protect yourself. So that before 10 men will kill you, at least you will kill 5 of them. But we have been so foolish that we will allow ourselves to be killed without making any move. Maybe your attempt to kill one will make the rest 9 to run away. You never can tell. If you have something to protect yourself, and I have something to protect myself, and 5 of us in a neighborhood have something to protect ourselves and family, before these people enters and we all rise and fight after them, they will go away, believe me. But the problem with us is that we go home, we sit down, we sleep. Support the security, ESN, you don't want to support. Join hands in sitting at home, you don't want to do that. Okay, now get something, get weapon to protect yourself. Even if Nigerian police and the army will be going around from even if the police and the army and Boko Haram are going around houses to search for ammunition, you can keep it away and hide it. You can always hide it at a reach. Whenever you suspect any move, you go there. Listen, every man that builds a house have a narrow way of running away directly from his room, which is secretly known to him alone. Even most of his children will not know that there will be a way or there is a way there. Whenever unexpected happen, you will hear that the man of the house disappeared, and you will not know how he disappeared. It's because he have a secret track way which you will not know. He hide it from everybody. All those things, we don't value them anymore. That was why our fathers, our ancestors, my ancestor, my grandfather died in 80s. I think he died in 81. He was buried in 81. He lived 114 years, I think, or 41 years, 114 years, I believe. He worked with this British, he worked with them. He was a traditional ruler for over 90 years. No, he was a traditional ruler for over 80 years. You can imagine the person, his name is in what do you call them, what is this palace in Britain? I've forgotten the name of the palace of the Queen of England, Buckingham Palace. Yeah, his name is there till now. He's one of the men recognized by Queen Elizabeth I. He had, why I'm telling you this, because he built, you can imagine somebody that built upstairs in 60s or 50s, in 1950s, somebody that had upstairs, but he don't sleep upstairs, he sleep downstairs. This is because he is a powerful man. He is a powerful man. I am telling you this because today, big men, now for upstairs that they sleep. To show say they be big men, now for upstairs that they sleep. You don't know that when unexpected happen, you go find your way. Make we wake up, my people. Make we wake up, my people. Yeah, Buckingham Palace. So my people, let me attend to this campion and listen to this music before we go.
Mazinam Dikano amụma ga-emezu odo anyị. Chukwu okike chekwa gị gị na ezinụlọ gị ya. Ndị nwe obodo abatago, everybody give way. We no want election before you say we jump in. We want referendum. Na Mazinam Dikano, nothing more, nothing less. Anyị na-anọ. Nkanye bụ nkanye, abi they want to cage us. After kidnapping, still they want to come they rape us. Onye ka ị ga-akọsa no because we want a savior. Maazị Simon Ibala, Chai Nene o. Ụwa bịa n'ụlọ ekele. Since 1967, they are killing us. Maazị Simon Ibala, I be on the autopilot.
The music refused to play, and by the grace of God, I've attended to the campion, the champion, where they contracted. So, my people, let us be vigilant. Thank you, Basil. Thank you. You know, getting tired is just that. The thing is, like, I see this thing as something I must do, honestly. If I have any slightest chance and don't do this, I don't feel comfortable. Most of you that know me before know that I preach even when one person worships me. Before now, you know, I preach. Even one person, that I will be preaching, nobody watches me. But the important thing is that I pass on the message. Now they sweet me. Because if the thing come into my heart and I know if it drop them, the thing they disturb me. So my people, make we try get something to protect ourselves. If you fit buy for your neighbor, we no fit buy, give them. Because when you look at waiting that happen now, you will find out that this is exactly automatically a war against you. It's not war against criminals. It's not a war against Funanis. It's, listen, DOS, Nigerian government, your politicians, your governors are raising war against Biafrans. Because what they do is they go to homes, they take innocent citizens, they kill them in the name that they are criminals. They are kidnappers. How many times have you heard anybody that was a prey to these kidnappers come back to tell you that they are even Igbos? They will only tell you that they are speaking Igbos, but they are not Igbos. They will only tell you that these people are not even Nigerians. They come from Mali, Chad, other places, but none of them is even Biafra. And our people are busy killing us for nothing, for no reason. Why are they telling you this now? We don't have, it's time we know that this thing, you don't get here. And when somebody push you reach war, you don't get to where you want to go again. My brother, my sister, push back. Get something to protect yourself. I'll be reminding us this from now on and on. Anytime I come online, get anything you can get. to protect yourself. And those our family, our Biafran people in Lagos, believing you are Lagosian, nothing will happen. Watch out. Unexpected will happen very soon. I don't know when, I don't know how, but this I am sure something may happen. If not in 1 year time, it may be in years to come. But whether anything will happen that will frustrate you out of that your comfortable seat in Lagos, it will happen. That is why I am urging you all now to begin to build a place to go back. Begin now to build a place you can fall back to. Because if you refuse to join forces now to build Biafra land, a time is coming when you will be pursued out of Lagos. Probably you will run into Cotonou. No problem. Keep running from places to places and forgotten that you can make your own place more comfortable. We have been fools forever. May God deliver us. That's, by the way, I wanted us to listen to waiting Ifeanyi, Barista Ifeanyi talk about the release of M.N.K and the bell and the waiting happen. Make we really listen. I no go tell for this line, maybe 1 hour go do me. I go 1 hour, 1.5 hours, I go come out. If I reach 1.5 hours, make we listen to Ifeanyi. And so we go fit understand the waiting really transpired, how it happened. Then we go understand why Nigeria go just release M.N.K give you. Yes, by the time you finish listening to Barista Ifeanyi, you go understand how DOS is telling you to go and sit down, that Nigeria go just release M.N.K give you. Make we listen to him.
The mic. Are you with the mic?
We are live currently at Barista Ejiofor's office. My name is Agocha Chiwande. I'm reporting for Umuchukwu Riders.
Yes, there.
Okay.
Yes. Sir?
Yes.
We are on to the IPOB Lead Counsel, Sir I.C. Ejiofor Esquire. We want to know from him what transpired today in court. Please, Ifeanyi Ejiofor Esquire, kindly proceed to telling us what happened in court today.
Okay, thank you so much. Actually, the matter came up today for ruling on application to vacate a order revoking the bail of Onyendo M.N.K. That was made on 28th of March 2019. So, and also to vacate the bench warrant issued pursuant to that order. Because this application that was ruled upon today became necessary to be heard. When in the course of the ruling, the court delivered the last adjournment on application for bail, the court now said that, observing the course of the ruling, that application for bail is premature at this point in time, but it's not conclusively denying him bail, but he wants to, at this point, to inquire into what led to his disappearance from court since 2017 till he was brought back to the court on the 7th of June 2021. So that was when we reminded the court that we have an application filed on the 1st day of April 2019, which contain details of what happened in the home of Onyendo M.N.K on the 14th of September 2019, when the military invaded the premises and killed over 20 persons in the premises, all in a bid to assassinate or eliminate M.N.K, but he narrowly escaped their risk. So, and more so is the fact that this application we're talking about has been in the court file since this April 1st, 2019. And that application also contained detailed accounts as given by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Only Mazi Nnamdi Kanu deposed affidavit of facts which were all verified on oath when he was in the state of Israel, giving detailed account of how he was invaded on 14th of September 2019, how people were killed, how his home was destroyed, how he narrowly escaped being killed by mere act of providence. So the court now asks us to proceed to move the application. That was the last agenda. Even the prosecutor, it's important for me to highlight this part because I'm making a foundation for issue I want to resolve, which came up during the ruling court delivered today. The prosecutor could not even lay hands on this application, even the one they filed, couldn't even find it in the file, and that's happened there. So we have to oblige on the copies now filed, including the copies we filed, and also their response, the counter they filed in response to the application. So, and when courts, which took almost 15-20 minutes to be concluded, this exercise. So when court was satisfied that this application has been in court file since April 1st, 2019, and this application in substance has taken care of actually what the court's asking us to, requesting us to do. So, and here, there, and then now when the Kanu was in court, the court asked us to move the application. Because the essence of this application is explained to the court. The court said it hasn't been formally informed, despite the fact that this application has been in the court file. And each time, at any given time, the matter was coming up there, we bring to the attention of the court that this matter, this application will have it before you. Because they've been talking about dumping down and other things which should be resolved by the content of this application. Particularly the affidavit of oath verified by Barista Ifeanyi Ejiofor. So it was taken and adjourned today for ruling. The date was adjourned for ruling. The court sent a message across that it was being disposed. So obviously on that, I will not be able to call it to sit. So I was consequently adjourned out of record to today for ruling. So today, the court ruled on it. Unfortunately, the application was not granted. The court, part of the grounds upon which the application was refused, according to the lordship ruling, was that first of all, there was no breach of fair hearing because and no breach of fair hearing because we're complaining about not giving us time, not giving the defendants time to address them on things, on facts of what happened in this house, opportunity as contained in 35 of the Constitution. So, and also that it took us 4 years to file this application because God said it in open court. So, however, it's also important for me to digress a bit because I will have to explain things in a manner that people understand it in black and white. It's here, we will even oblige you copies of what we find on the 1st of April. It's here, not in Lagos, it's here. It was a decision the ruling the court made on 28th of March 2018. And on that day, because on that day, before 28th of March 2019, the matter came up on 11th of November 2018, when the court invited the shorties to come and explain the whereabouts of M.N.K. I actually filed a process in court. The court said, Ejiofor, I will not listen to this process. I have no business with you. I don't want to talk to you about your client. I want those who took M.N.K. on bail to come and listen before the court because I gave him to them. So they were caught on the 11th of November 2018, as directed by his lordship. And they all filed processes before this court. Distinguished Senator Barry filed a process, Tojuku filed a process, and the third person filed a process, explaining to the court what happened to the person they took on bail. And this person was due to be in court on the 11th of October 2017 to contribute to trial. But instead of the federal government waiting for him to be in court, the military went to his premises, to his home on 14th of September to kill him.
And also stating the fact that he has only without considering to the fact that he committed any offense. In the course of enjoying the bail granted by him, granted to him by court, that they would have been asked to produce him before the court, or probably so that on that day he's coming to court, the court probably will frame for that child that account of the offenses committed. But without reference to them, the military went to his premises, killed, and in an attempt to kill him, they don't know whether he's alive or dead at the point we're talking about. So this application, we are all filed before the court. Before that, 11th of November 2018. So they were in court on that day with this application. And the court said, okay, they told the court, the lawyers informed the court that we have an application before you, stating the fact that the person who gave us on bail, we can no longer lay hands on him. We don't know where he is. We understand his house was invaded. We don't know whether he's alive or dead. Why would he be attacked? As a matter of fact, we want to push our judicial. This were contained in the document in the final court. The court now said, okay, we are going to hear this application on 28th day of March 2019. You fine. So, but for interim, the court proceeded. For interim, the court proceeded to rule. The shorties, on that day, they were in court. Without listening to them, without hearing the application in the final court, the judge proceeded to rule as follows: that the shorties have still not produced the defendant. In interim, the court hereby orders that the shorties in interim should deposit the bail bond in court within 2 months from today, for 6 months, or the bail will be forfeited. The motion pending will be heard on the 28th day of March 2028. Now, somebody was invited to come to court and explain to the court the whereabouts of the person who took on bail. And the person came to court formally and with application, an affidavit of facts, documents, disputing with evidence, documents and pictures showing that the person showing what happened to the person they gave on bail. They are following. The court wouldn't have made this ruling without hearing that application. The court was waiting for the application to be heard on 28th of March before giving ruling one word as to what to be for action. So ruling has probably untwisted the people you invited to be in court. Now they want to come appeal and file appeal against this ruling delivered on 28th of on the 14th of November 2018. They file appeal, and the matter was adjourned to 28th for the hearing of this application. So on that 28th, they informed the court they already appeal against the ruling order he made on 14th of November 2018, and the appeal has been entered. And as such, they also have a motion for stay before the court. And as such, the court will not proceed to hear this application because the application the court sought to hear has been overtaken by M.N.K. by the court made, has been tampered by another court made. So, and the courts, it's okay, no problem. I'll adjourn this matter, see the die. This happened in open court, in black and white, recorded. Then we were in court on that 28th day of March 2019 for court to hear this application. Because court said, Ejiofor, I don't have your time now. And the matter wasn't adjourned for trial. It was adjourned for the hearing of application filed by the shorties. So, and immediately the court was informed of the fact that the appeal has been entered on another order he made, against the order he made. The court now adjourned the matter sine die. Then when the matter was adjourned sine die, the shorties left the court. The shorties immediately left the court premises. Then remaining me and except me and the prosecutor. Right? So now, what the fundamental thing that took place on this 28th day of March 2019 was that immediately the shorties, the lawyers of President Shorties left the court premises to produce my client on that day. Say, Ejiofor is the client. Let him enter evidence. We are going to come right now. This is what happened in court. I said, the man was coming for hearing of this application. He never asked us to produce our client on this day. He never really asked me to bring any representation to the court as to whereabouts of my client. The court proceeded there without listening to us, without either formally Orally, the court proceeded to revoke his bail, and here and there granted bench warrant, issued bench warrant against our client. So now the law is right that when an application order of such is made without giving you opportunity to be heard, you have the right to come back to the same court that made the order and urge the court to set aside the order he made without jurisdiction. So that was what prompted this application filed on the first day of April 2019, asking the court to vacate that order he made, issuing bench warrant against a client and revoking his bail. So this application has been in court file since this date. See it here. I'll give it to you. Because some people go out and misrepresent the fact to the public that this application was just filed this year. This is 2019 application of file and was taken as last event. So today, the court said it took us 4 years to file this application. You have a copy of this. I'll show it to you. Look at it here. It's written. This is court file. It's the original copy. You see the court file. This is the file. First day of April 2019. That's it. This is it's original copy filed in court to see it. Then I'll make photocopies of it and give it. So, however, we also recall that when our client, M.N.K, was adopted in Kenya on 19th of June 2021, and consequently extraordinary rendition to Nigeria on 26th of June and brought to this court before this court on 27th. Portion to which the federal government took into court without reference to us. Afterwards, subsequent proceedings, the file amended, some kind of amended charge, and we raised objection to the competence of the charge, and also usually the court to hear the charge. In view of the fact there was a gross violation of extant international laws and domestic laws in the extraordinary rendition, abduction and adoption of M.N.K to Nigeria. But there are protocol, there are procedures through which a subject of whatever you call it will be arrested in a foreign land and brought to this country. It hasn't passed through that process. And it's a very fundamental violation of international laws. So now, another issue to raise now in our objection challenging the competence of the charge. When the application was adjourned for hearing, 24 hours before the date it was adjourned for hearing, they amended that charge to 15-count charge and served us 24 hours before the court. It took us almost from that point to receive that amended charge to about 3 a.m. to work closely with various local of law. So we worked from that time to about 3 a.m. in the morning and concluded on another objection suit.
So my people, when I don't see wetin happen, when I understand wetin happen now, from wetin Barista Ifeanyi explained to you. Here, many things has been explained. One, for those of those people where they go about, Barista Ifeanyi Ejiofor don't know anything. Kill him, throw him away. I have a best lawyer will bring. Look at the fools, monkeys, we no fit spell lawyer. Now then get best lawyer where better passage Ejiofor. He say na name na Idu Sophia. Idu Sophia them, High Saint, Faith Ogala. People that cannot write their name are the ones that have the best lawyer that is more better than Ejiofor. That is why that was why they were asking Simon to destroy Ejiofor. Let us throw him away. Let us bring our own lawyer. I used to tell us, before you destroy anything, make sure you have alternative that is better than what you are destroying. If I cook and the food doesn't taste good to you, and because of that you say you will not eat, probably you said that because you can cook better, or you have another food you're going to eat that tastes good, more better than my own. See, Sophie would get money where they take pay lawyer, quack, cut and sew, cut and join lawyer, charge and bell. lawyer. Where you go get from me, I don't know where you get them from. In with him, madam. They planned everything to destroy Mazen Nandigal. Why are they telling you this now? Those, listen, Ifeanyi Ejiofor, for me, I attack them sometime. When somebody do wrong thing, you go tell and say, this one, I don't agree with you. But that does not mean that that person don't know what he or she is doing. Ifeanyi Ejiofor, I believe, is the best lawyer we have, we should keep looking onto. If you listen to this, his explanation now, you go come agree with what Simon they tell you since say there is no how they are going to judge Mazen Nnamdi Kanu because they don't have anything against Maz. Excuse me. Because they don't have anything against Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. So when you don't have anything against anybody, I want to ask a question. How you go judge them? I want make we know, say, waiting with the face, no be matter of justice. Number one thing we say, justice no day for Nigeria. Imagine that it's since 2019 or 18, Barista Ejiofor filed a case in the court, to the court, for the court. And they told him, we don't have time to look at you. We don't want to look at you. We are not ready to listen to you. You and your client go. You and no. And today, they are telling him that he did not file the case. He no bring the file come. Somebody carry file, give you file where you see say they draw for your office, they draw for your prosecutor. I've been waiting. Hey, Oga, I'm busy, okay? I don't want noise. It drop them there for you. You no agree take them. Today, it don't become the reason why you will not look into the case of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. You will not even judge. Okay, now, as you cannot grant him bail, why don't you go on and proceed to the judgment? Let us see what this man do. Condemn Nnamdi Kanu to life imprisonment. Make we see how you want condemn him. Make we see what he do. We make you one keep him for prison. Our eye no they open for the truth. Now for lies, our eyes they open quick. Now for evil things, our eyes they open quick. Those people will claim they are structures, they live inside the structure, they are keeping the structure strong. Now, you have hope for this justice to come. Have you seen that there is nothing like justice? Have you seen it? Now, this thing is like this. Have you ever thought, for once, just think I'm small, say, if say they go that day where they go now the Kanu house, can't shoot up, he died. Have you ever imagined small, just use your brain, travel small inside thoughts and imagination, say, if they kill and waiting for happen, Nigeria go tell you say no be even Nigerian government come, and even till now they are denying that It is not Nigerian military or DSS or police that they did not send them. But they agreed that they are at fault and they paid you 1 billion naira. I be 5 billion, I be 2 billion. We don't reason. With all this, we should have known by now that we don't have to hope for court to give us justice. It's not because you don't have good lawyers, no. It's not because your lawyers have taken bribe, or your lawyers has gone mute, or your lawyers have stopped working, or your lawyers are now compromised. No. It's because the justice is destroyed. The justice has been buried. The justice has been murdered and butchered, and the bodies of that justice has been fed into the carcass. The carcass has been fed to the beds of the earth. And we are here expecting that M.N.K. will be released. We too then forget. Make we remember yesterday what happened. When they carry him, when they talk say when they carry him before in 2017, where they leave him, Abi, what made they leave him? Now, what you go to ask yourself, why did they leave him? Did they leave him because court decided to say, okay, now we can't find any fault, let him go, we are granting him bail? No. The courts, the Nigerian government, and the president will beam out like a pig. All of them gather together, say, make we leave this man. Because if we no leave him, some people they blow up the pipeline. That was when we have the people that claim themselves or that proclaim themselves to be Niger Delta Avengers. These people are avengers of justice, injustice. They no know who they be till now where they tell you, but they stand to avenge for anybody where is being intimidated, where they kill, where they go stand up there and say, this man no do anything, you must to release him because he no do anything. They kept fighting until the government of Nigeria said, no, we no go fit. The cost of keeping this man is worse than the cost of letting him go. They let the man go. And that is why today we must frustrate this government with anything we can. We must make the cost of them keeping M.N.K miserable for them. It's not by going back to our homes. It's by doing everything we can. It's by saying anything we can say. It's by acting anything we can act. It's not by working with politicians. It's not by liaising with politicians. It's not by collecting money from politicians. We must stand upright. I don't know if anybody will want to call, because I've stayed here 1 hour now. I think I would like to stop the program because I will come online again later in the day. So if you want to make a call, you are free to call. If you want to make a call, if you want to say anything, you are free. Call and tell me what you want to tell us. Not be me, what you want to tell us. But if not, I will summarize at the end of the program. This is to show you that we are not looking for justice. We are looking for freedom. Because there is no way you are going to get justice in Nigeria. There is no way you are going to get justice in that country. It's poetic. It is poetic. Hey, Ebube, you are disturbing me, okay? Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, good morning, sir.
Yeah, brother.
Well done.
Yeah, good morning or good afternoon from where you are. Yeah, good afternoon.
Yeah, well done.
Yeah, my name is John.
We are hearing you. I beg, reduce your listening device. Remove the volume from your listening device.
So, in terms of election in Nigeria,
please reduce the volume of your listening device. Don't listen only to your phone. Only to your phone. Listen only through your phone, please.
Are you hearing me?
I hear you, but the noise is too much. Reduce every other volume. Listen from your phone alone. Ebube, go into the room. Go into your room fast. Please, if you are calling, turn off every other volume from which you are listening to me. Only listen to the phone you are talking with, please. Because when you don't, it is disturbing here too much. It will be making a lot of noise. So please, if you want to call, you know. So since I want us to know one thing, that every effort we must double. Every effort we must double.
Hello?
Hello?
Are you hearing me now?
Yes, sir, we are listening to you.
Okay. So, you are hearing me now?
Yes, sir, we dey hear you.
Okay, bros. What I want to say about the election in Nigeria 2023. You know, most of all these pastors in Nigeria are shouting and shouting and shouting. God told me this. God showed me this. All these people are just politicians. God is not showing them anything. So for the election in 2023, there is not going to be any election. Not even in Biafra land. The whole Nigeria, there will be no election. My pastor already confirmed that election will never hold in Nigeria because God don't want elections to hold. There is something bigger than Nigeria that is going to happen. And when that thing happens, there is not like, in fact, 2023 election is not going to work. God have already cancelled it. It can never hold. The whole Nigeria, there will be no election in 2023. So all these ones are shouting on social media, shouting, God show me. They are not seeing anything. They are just all these pastors looking for money, looking for members. I'm just telling the truth. There will be no election in 2023, not in Biafra land, the whole Nigeria. Because you know, there is some pastors we respect. We know their words. And these pastors, they don't speak anyhow. We don't see them speak about politics, all this and that. They're only focusing on their ministry. And when God use them to speak, it comes to pass. So all these ones are shouting and shouting and shouting. I don't listen to them or follow them. But I'm just telling you that it's not. I mean, I'm not bothering about the election again because there will be no election in 2023 the whole of Nigeria. Not only Biafra, the whole Nigeria, there will be no election. I have said this so many times that there will be no going to be election. That thing that is going to happen is a very big thing, and there will be no election in the whole Nigeria. So my concern is about our leader, you know. So this is the time now we need to focus on the follow, or at least you guys are doing very well. Autopilot is doing very well. So we need to come together, you know, try to work hard to see that these Fulani people did not conquer our land. That is what is bothering me now. For election, no, I'm not thinking about that because it will never hold.
That's awesome.
So it will never hold. So me, I'm happy for all this autopilot. You people are working very good. You are trying. You know, when there is some people who don't see. They don't know anything. They just come and shout and shout. You know, when Chika Odoziem, when they kidnapped our leader last year, Chika Odoziem, there is a home, sit at home. The guy just come and cancel it. In fact, that very day I cried. From that very day, I found out that these people are not genuine. These people are working for Nigeria. So I know all of them, all those DOS, all of them. These people are just rubbish people. They are working with this. That's the problem we have, because these people have already gained grants in our land. No in and out. You know, when you have insider, and the insider, you have never defeated that insider. It's very difficult. So that is the main problem we are facing, is the insiders. Those chickens, those sinners and worry them. But what is getting me angry is our men. We have Biafras all over the world, scattered everywhere. So why our men are leaving all these people freely, just like that? Huh?
Brother, you know, one thing you should know is that going about to kill people will not give us what we're looking for. Just like we rightly.
So my brother, that's my concern. So I thank God for you guys. You people are trying, and I'm praying for autopilot.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. So, my people, I would want us to know that what we are doing, we are shaking walls. From the foundation, we shake walls. Whether you want to accept it, you know, say sometimes you get some things where you go to do. You go think, say, what you they do not the work, but the truth is that what you are doing is working. I want to tell us that our effort is moving. It's moving mountains. It is moving. It is shaking the mountains. It is shaking the foundations of the wicked. That is why you see them doing everything to stop you, to stop me, to make us silence. But we will not go silence. We will talk. We will talk. We are not going to go silence. You know, when the wicked, the fools think that when they cannot talk immediately, they will say, hey, they are talking to someone, they are talking to autopilot. People go fear. Listen, we know M.N.K even more than they that claim that has been there with him before. At the end, all I will advise you to do, get a guide for yourself. Get a protector for yourself. Instead of buying new car now, instead of furnishing your house now, buy something to guide yourself, to protect yourself, to defend yourself. We are in the midst of war, even when there is no bullet and shells going on, no rockets flying up and down. We are in the midst of war. This is the war I call war of conscience. Fight with your conscience. Fight with your IQ. Make we know. If you know protect yourself, nobody go protect them for you. If we know support our men on ground, nobody go help us. They are our backbones. At least before the enemy go break through them to get to you, you go know say something done that happen. You go there ready. You hear when Jacob was going back to his father's house, he divided his men and tells them, go up front. So that if my brother Esau get angry and kill all of you, I will know that something is going on. I will be prepared to fight. But if he welcomes you, I will know that there is peace. Those people he sent forth to go before him are now our ESN. They are the ones that are in the war front. They are in the forefront. That's why they are everywhere in our bushes, in our forests, in the mountains, in the valleys, in the rocks, protecting, guiding. But the problem we have is that we don't have enough men, we don't have enough sponsors, we don't have enough weapons to give our men. That is why we are begging you to come out and support our men on ground. Support our ESN. Listen, we Biafrans are blessed. Somebody can get up, wake up, and give $1 billion. It will not cost you anything. Somebody can wake up and give hundreds of thousands of dollars. We are blessed already. If you do not spend the money to save your land, when do you want to spend the money? In Europe, in abroad, in America, in Canada? Are you not tasty of going back home after all your acquisition, your wealth? If to go home, not they're hungry you by now. You know, say you know be real Biafran, because every Biafran hungers for going home, They worry them. Even when they're as old as 100 years. It's only Africans you will see in abroad, in diaspora. They will spend their life and die. Even as they are dying, they will ask you, their dead body, don't take it to Nigeria. Because they have seen that place as a cursed place. Oyibo man, they enjoy Nigeria, they enjoy Africa. But as this Oyibo man clocks 80 years, 70 years, you go see him, he go back to his home. You go they visit Africa. But we go come Africa. We go come abroad. We go Oyibo country. We go there. Maybe some of us come to Europe while they are less than in teenage years. Some of them say their mama, their papa carry them when they be baby, come here. Some of them, they born them here. Some of them enter water. You see what did that happen for Morocco? You see how they are treating us. So after treating people, killing people, man, oh my brother, my sister. After that, if somebody amongst those people, I don't know if all of them where I see in that video died, but if one person fortunately come out of that thing I saw alive and they crossed into Europe, tell me, what will make such person want, desire, feels to go home? Nothing. Nothing. That is why you will see such people in abroad. They don't want to tell you where they come from. They don't want to tell you their stories, because when they remember where they are coming from, it is like using blade to cut their skin. May God help us. Make we help our land. Make we help ourselves. If you have this money, donate to ESN. Donate to ESN. Donate to ESN. Go to the website. Don't wait until the monthly donation or monthly fundraising. You can go there 10 times a day and do your donation. Anytime you go there, you can do your donation. If you want to join the 1,000 men or women, call the number you see there, or call any number, call Simon, call any Umada, and they will give you directions. pay your money, 50 euro, 100 euro, or dollars or pounds, any one you can pay, and the call, and we will direct you, and you will join automatically, and you will be accessed to see the account and how the money is being used. So I beg everybody, anything you go fit do to support us, to support our men on ground, do. Don't be part of those that are against the men on ground. Forget whatever they tell you. You may be whoever you are. The only enemy where we get, even you see, that China Saworu Shike Doze machines that they are misbehaving like fools. I still don't see them as my enemies. I see them as fools. I see them as criminals, common criminals that are fools. They are not my enemies. My enemy is just that one person I know that has been my enemy from beginning, my oppressor. These people are not my oppressor. They are not our oppressors. They are just distractors. They have been paid to distract you. So I don't want you to see them as your enemy. So forget them. Forget them. Let's move on. If you don't forget these people, you cannot go on. Forget them. Because when you begin to see them as your enemy, you'll be focusing and targeting them. And when you target them, you bring them down, your enemy will still go inside your house and raise another sabo to keep fighting you. That is it. They are not your enemies. But listen, if we will be able to bring down our enemies, these people will no longer have anybody that will make them come after you. That is just it. Let us go after the fish. Make we leave who get the fish, where they eat for hand. Make we go inside water, get the main fish. China, Saworu, DOS, all of them with their erat are like car. You know, car, no matter how beautiful, how powerful the car may be, if you no put fuel, that car no go move. If not the one where they charge for electric, if you no charge them, that car no go move. If an electric one, if you no charge them, you no go move. If na fuel or diesel or oil, if you no put them, you no go move. No matter how beautiful, how powerful that car or even flight may be. So these people are like the car, the machines. Why the main enemy is the source of their power. The fuel they are using to fight you. If you stop that fuel from fueling them, they will remain like trees that cannot move. They are zombies. Zombies that when you control them, move right, they go move right, left, front. They don't have choice of their own. So what we do is to cut the carnage. The carnage is from the wicked, our enemy. These people are not our enemy. They are just common distractors. So don't see, when you see them as your enemy, you'll be using your weapons, your time, your intelligence on them. But when you see them as distractors, you will leave them and you will focus on your enemy. Make we keep our eyes on the ball. Our enemies are our oppressors. Our enemies are the Funanis. Our enemies are the governors and the politicians that are under Hanese. Not these people that are not. On this note, I would like to say, who is Amuku? What are you saying? What are you saying? I should stop telling you what? Is something wrong with you? You say you are Amuku. Are you talking to me? I bet you are not talking to me. If you dare talk to me, I will give it to you the way you are. Ah, thank you. Sorry. I thought you are opposing me now. Listen, you don't understand what I'm saying, my brother. Listen to me. These people killing your ESN, killing our ESN. I want you to understand what I'm saying. They are killing your ESN because somebody has paid them to work against you. You don't understand what I'm saying. Your Shina Sanworu, Shike Doze, Meshizadeki, Kenga, all of them joined together are doing what they are doing because somebody don't carry money, give them. Tell them, go do this thing. Just to make you distracted. That's what I want you to know. I didn't tell you that they're doing good job. Why I'm telling you they are not your enemies is just for you to understand that if you listen, let me tell you something. The enemy, the oppressor, is just making you to keep fighting each other. But these fools don't know this. Because I call them fools because they don't know what they are doing. They have preferred to collect money. What Mazen Nandikalo said is this: if you fail and decide to join the enemy, you will fall. He said you cannot stop him. So we cannot allow these fools to stop us. When we keep talking about them, we will forget our ball. We will leave our ball and talk about these people. They are not worth our time. Is to stop the source. Listen, if you go for water where they flow, water river, for instance, you get some small river where you go fetch from bath, you go fetch for drinking. If you go for where the water they flow from, go spoil them. You know, say that water, the people where they wait, make they fetch the water for the other side, they don't go see better water fetch. So these people that are our enemies are spoiling the water from the head. So these ones now that are collecting the bad water to pour it on our land are the DOS. So if we go to the main point of the water, where the water they come out from, we go commode those fools, those uncircumcised, where they piss, where they shit inside that water. This was where they here they collect dirty water, they can't give you, make you drink. You know, they don't go see dirty water collect again. So that is why I am telling you, we know that, listen, the enemy you don't know is the worst one. I don't know, Amuku, you are not understanding what I'm saying. It's better I stop. They are those are why I'm telling you, don't see them as your enemies, see them as, I don't know, just see them as people that are lost. They are lost, they have lost their ways. Do you ever see Mazen Nandikalu sitting down analyzing Ushemafor, analyzing Omiomio, analyzing all these people? You think they are not his enemies? He knows they are his enemies, but he don't have time to give them. He knows that the main enemy is the person they are working for. If you get down their master, they will scatter. You know, say strike the shepherd, the sheep will scatter. You know, they hear that one. Now, their men or guy you go bring down, they don't go get who they go work again. You go see, say they go bow down, they tell you, say they're sorry. Because they are only fools in the hands of the enemy. So at this point, I would like to, I go stop the program because maybe around Biafra time, 12 o'clock, 12:30, maybe 1 o'clock Biafran time, I go like come online again. Make we see what thing go happen. So on this note, I will say bye. Remember our ESN, sponsor them, help them. Sitting at home, no election, they are our weapons. We are not going to look back at anything. Let them that are busy sharing negative informations go on and share. You know, say when a thief see where they look for thieves, now him go they carry the police, go they waka around all in enemy, go they point them, they tell police say this one too na thief, this one too na thief. Why na him be the main thief? He is only pointing at those that are against him being a criminal, so that they will be removed from the land, so he will be comfortably ruling with his criminality. Now waiting the worried all those people. So I greet you all. Thank you, Emmanuel Dubem. I greet all of you. So at this note, I will say goodbye all. Remember, fund our ESN. Don't wait until the month comes when we do fundraising. Anytime you have any money to keep there, 50 euro, 100 euro, 1 million euro, go and put it. Listen, when you pay your money into the website account, it will not reveal your identity to anybody. It will not reveal your identity even to the bank. That is the good part of it. It's not like the one you use account to pay. You pay, your phone number will be there or your account number. No. This one, don't keep your account number, don't keep your address, don't keep your name, nothing. Only your money it takes, and that is all. So you can pay without anybody knowing who you are. You can pay without anybody recognizing you. For those of us who don't want to be recognized, for those of us who want to be secrecy, I beg you, support our ESN. Thank you for watching. I love you.